everybody, it's me, Miss You, and we're going to go over our remote work for today. We have parallel lines cut by a transversal, and we want to look at the vertical angles. I want to remind you, vertical angles look like this, and opposite angles are the same. So we have 3 and 2 are vertical, 5 and 8 are vertical, and there are 2 more sets of vertical angles. One is 1 and 4, and the other is 7 and 8, and 7 and 8. So those are our vertical angles. Now we're going to look at linear pairs. Just to remind you what a linear pair is, this is a line, this is a linear pair, and angle A plus angle B is equal to 180 degrees. They are supplementary. And let's give an example of a linear pair is 7 and 5. So we have 7 and 5. I want to show you that's a linear pair. And in pencil, I'm going to show you they form a line that is 180 degrees. Another is 2 and 4. Angle 2 and angle 4. And let's do a couple of more linear pairs. There's a lot of them. Let's do 1 and 2 as a linear pair. Angle 1 and angle 2 is a linear pair, and I'm going to do it in green. Okay. I don't know if you see the green. 6 and 8 is a linear pair. Six and 8 is a linear pair. Also, 7 and 8 is a linear pair. Now let's look at the next one. We're looking at alternate interior angles. Those are my favorite. What I like about alternate interior angles is that it forms a Z. So I would always look for the Z when I was doing this, when I was in high school. And here we go. This is my Z. Those are alternate interior angles. And they are also inside the box. There is a pretend box. Okay? So they are on all alternate sides of the transversal, and they're interior or inside the box. So we have 3 and 6. There we go. And another example is 4 and 5. 4 and 5. And here we go. Those are our interior angles. Let's turn the page. We have alternate exterior angles. So here's our pretend box. Okay, I don't know if you see the box. These are alternate exterior. Here's our box. And we are exterior to the box. So we have 1 and 8 are alternate exterior, and 2 and 7 are exterior. Those are alternate exterior. Now we have corresponding angles. I want to remind you that corresponding angles are angles that overlap. So we have 3 and 7. If we move the line, it would overlap. So if we're below the line down here, we're below the line over here. We also have 8, and it would be 4. if we're below the line down here, we're below the line over here. So we have 8 and angle 4. There are 2 more sets. I have 5 and 1 because if you're above the line, so I have angle 5 and angle 1, they correspond, and 6 and 2, angle 6 and angle 2. Okay, those are all corresponding angles. Now we're going to do same side interior angles. So here we go, same side interior. Remember, we're interior to the box. And we have 4 and 6. And we also have 3 and 5. Because we're inside the box, same side. And 5 and 3. Okay, I also want to say angle 4 plus angle 6 is equal to 180. Angle 5 plus angle 3 is equal to 180. It is supplementary, okay? Next question, question 1. We are going to fill it in. Angle 7 is 85 degrees. So I want to fill in everything that's 85 degrees. So these two are vertical, so it's 85. And 7 corresponds to 3. Because if you moved it up, that's where it will fall. They're both below the line. It's 85 degrees. And we have a vertical angle, 85 degrees. Okay. I will say angle 7 plus angle 8 is equal to 180 because they are supplementary. They form a line. Angle 7 is 85 plus angle 8 is equal to 180. You want to subtract 85 from both sides. And I end up with angle 8 is equal to 95 degrees. Okay, so now I'm going to put 95 degrees, 95 degrees, 95 degrees, and 95 degrees. Okay, so those are the measures of all the angles.